Hollywood squares in here. Ezra, you're not supposed to be in here. Get back in. Come on, Ezra. Yeah, you're not supposed to be in the hen house. Cat in the hen house is no good. Hi, I'm Pete, and welcome to Just a Few Acres Farm. This rain has been awesome. It reminds me again and again and again which of the gutters on my house are clogged. Yep, it's been awesome. It's rained every day, pretty much all day, ever since I seeded that pasture. Well, maybe that's an exaggeration, but it sure does seem like it. Howdy, broilers. Don't stand in your food. There's two batches out here in the field. This is the larger batch. Larger as in older. Those ones in the far box will be ready to butcher in 3 weeks. These ones, 4 weeks. Even though the weather's been cruddy, in the 40s and 50s, we brought them out because we had no room in the brooder, and I had to go and mow a strip here because the grass is just too tall for the chickens. I don't like to mow grass like this down. It was ready to make hay, but I'm not going to be making hay for a while. But there was a hidden bonus that Hillary figured out. It's been raining, the ground is soaked. This tall grass forms a mat that the chickens walk on, and anything running on the ground underneath, any moisture, they stay out of it, so they haven't gotten muddy at all. It's really helped them a lot, and in the end, this cut grass will wind up feeding back into the ground and making the soil richer. And you can see whatever, walking on the grass, and their undersides aren't dirty at all, which is something given the weather we've been having. Let's go take a look at what the grass looked like before I cut it. Just about knee high, maybe a little over. Orchard grass, of course, has gone and headed out. I'm not going to be making hay for a while. Next week looks the same as this week. Cloudy, rainy, all that. Ground is soaked. Temperature's too cool to make hay. So we're faced with kind of an overabundance of uncut grass, to put it in a nice way. And across the road, my neighbor's fitted his ground for soybeans. There's probably corn going in up there. It's too wet. Everybody is way behind on crops here in New York. Normally here towards the end of May, corn would be in, soybeans would be getting ready to go in, but nobody can get in the ground. I really feel bad for the crop farmers who are facing who knows what going into June. So aside from an afternoon's worth of dry weather when we got the chickens sorted out, I've been working in the shop, and I'm trying to get the last batch of parts ready and put on the 856 so that when it does stop raining, I can make hay with it. That's about all I can do when the weather's like this. However, the upside, and there's always an upside, is everything is vibrant green and growing like crazy, including this field that I seeded, when was it, a month ago? With this field, if I could go back in time, I would do it exactly the same. I hit, by some luck, the most perfect window for planting it. The ground was dry, and then it's rained ever since. It's a little bit spotty, which is just a byproduct of using a broadcast spreader. I think it's more that there's just more seed in some areas. There's seed in the more bare areas. It's just spaced apart a little bit more. It'll all come in. It just takes time. What are you guys hollering about? See that bump on his head? Oh, I didn't mean to scare you. We call that an Orden bump. It's a genetic kind of anomaly where they have a bump on the top of their head. Orden's offspring, or Titus's offspring, don't have that. See, the bump is much less pronounced. Yes, that's right. I come out here twice a day to check their water and check on them, and they always come to see me. I appreciate that, even though they have plenty to eat and really nothing to complain about. I'm coming in, guys. Fence is hot. There we go. This is the second field they've been on this year. I kept them on the first field for a week or so. and they just moved on to this 2 or 3 days ago, same day we moved the chickens out. There is no cow that should be complaining about nothing to eat. There's tons of everything in here, lots of clover, this taller orchard grass, alfalfa. Someone took a bite of that one. Cattle are just like people. When faced with an overabundance, they get very selective. It's just like going to a buffet, an all-you-can-eat buffet or smorgasbord, and just picking the things you want. That's exactly what cattle do. Faced with a field full of good stuff like this, they'll wander around, tromp a lot of it down, and eat the clover and alfalfa first. That's always a trick with grazing. You get them to eat some of the other stuff too. How you do that? Well, there's a lot of different methods. Their coats look really interesting in the rain, all the curly cues. Some of them have gotten their summer coats partial, and some of them still have most of their winter coats. Look at 2305 here. She's gotten most of her summer coat. Yep, always very curious. Hey you. You're a steer, I can tell by the way your ears hang. Look at all you guys. Lined up for inspection. You're not too sure about me, are you? When you put cattle on a pasture, overabundance or no, you shouldn't expect them to eat it all down till it looks like a lawn. They'll tromp a fair amount of it in, and the basic rule of thumb is to leave a third of what you start of, at least. Now there are different ways to get them to eat the most forage out of a pasture. Mob grazing is one way, where you pack them in tight enough where they start to compete with for what's available, and then you get sort of a more even takedown. And you do want them to get some of this higher fiber stuff, like the grasses that are starting to go to seed. I don't do mob grazing. We used to. Instead, I will tighten down which fields I'm grazing, probably. It's all a judgment call. And put them back on the field they started after they come out of this field, because they're loaded so low onto this land. There's 10 acres between the two of them. Another option would be to put them down on one of the other fields, let this one recover, because it looks like it's going to be a while before I make hay. Let it recover far enough to go and make hay out of it. I think I'll probably put them back onto that field, but like I said, you know, these are things you kick around. There's no hard, fast rule, and I may go one way, I may go to the other. The weather is the big variable. You never know if it's just going to dry out and stay dry and then you're going to run out of forage, or if you should cut more hay thinking that it's going to keep raining and you can recover things faster. Farming's always a gamble in a lot of ways. I'll tell you what, raising animals is something that restores you however you're feeling. If I'm having a bad day, or you know, I'm down about the weather, if I come out and spend some time with these guys, I always feel better. What? Something scared them all and they shifted back. All right, guys, I'm headed back in. Hi, Patty. Thank you for not yelling at me today. Coco, I have my eye on you. Your udder's starting to fill. That's the main way I tell that they're approaching calving time. It'll be another few weeks yet. Well, you guys got nothing to yell about. Life is wonderful. If I can get this gate open. I know you just wanted to spend more time with me, but I gotta go. So there you have it. We're trying to get started with the summer season, but when Mother Nature says wait, we wait. I haven't mentioned farmers markets in a while. We haven't been going very much because we're really low on stock. Hillary's going once every 3 weeks to the Saturday market to sell eggs as they accumulate. And then I guess we'll be there more regularly starting in mid-June. But I don't think it'll be every Saturday. It may be more like every other Saturday. Beef will come in at the end of June. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.